As we say good morning to Swamp Lady Liz Cavalier from Swamp People. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Doing well. I got to say, I love the gun you're using on that show. And Liz, if you ever think about putting that thing on eBay or at a pawn shop, call me first.
I don't think it'll ever be put on there because that was my father's gun.
That's really neat that you continue to use that. And what a great shot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, you mentioned
I had a little trouble last week, but I picked back up.
Yeah, you'll make up for it.
You mentioned your father was Gator Hunter, too. So did your mama freak out when her little girl wanted to do the same thing?
Actually, she wanted to keep me out the boat a lot. She was scared for me to get in there and jump right in, but it didn't stop me. I always followed my father wherever he went.
Sounds like he was a great man. What's the best advice your dad ever gave you, Liz?
Keep my hands out of the way.
Good advice.
Keep my hands out of danger.
All right, hold both hands up. Are there 10 digits there?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Still here.
Good girl.
Tell us about the time you did have a close call.
Yeah, there were quite a few. My brother and I were fishing lines 3 years ago. We had a huge alligator in the line. I think he was 11 foot. When we brought him up, I shot, and when I shot, I hit him in the hard spot above the nose. The bullet actually didn't penetrate at all, and it got him really mad. Well, he went down head first, and he started banging against the boat with his tail and his body. And this is a big animal. Joe flew to the back of the boat. I flew to the front. We almost flew out the boat. And we kind of composed ourselves, and I looked at Joe. I said, "This ever happened to you before?" And he said, "No." We were shocked. So we finally composed and got him back up, and we finally got him. But that was scary.
Liz, of course, we hunt gator here in Polk County in Central Florida. Give us some advice on catching the big one.
The big ones, you got to look for the big ones. You can see where if it's anything like floating marsh or hard marsh is different. You can't really see where they're traveling. I'm almost sure Florida has a lot of floating marsh like we have down here. You can see where they're passing. A female usually stays on the float itself. The male surrounds the float. You can see his trails, certain holes they go in. I mean, it's all in what you learn over the years, but that's pretty much how I find them.
And I'm sure you're teaching your kids the same thing, following in their mother's footsteps.
Yes, sir. My two boys and my daughter, they love to do it. They actually ran lines last year. We had a couple of 6-footers. We let them pull in, and they were fighting with them a little while. But, oh, yeah, they're learning everything. That's a good life when you can teach your children what you learn to do in life.
You got it.
Yeah. So this season on Swamp People, you're going out with your friend Christy. Give me some examples of how an all-female boat differs from a guy boat.
Christy and I have a lot of respect for one another. You don't hear much as a man, "Oh, you better do this and you better do that."
What are you saying there, Liz? Come on.
I said, "Look, I don't want to be that way." I said, we're working as a team here. So we did really good, Christy and I. She respects me and I respect her, and that's the way it should be.
What's your favorite way to prepare gator?
Prepare gator. To be honest with you, I haven't eaten gator in a long time. I mess with it so much, the smell just gets to me. But gator is actually very good to eat. I like it fried. When I used to eat it, it's very good fried. And you can cook it in a sauce piquant, like a brown gravy. Very, very good.
You're making us hungry. Liz?
I'm making you hungry, huh?
Lucky Liz, the Swamp Lady. Catch her Thursday nights, 9 o'clock on Swamp People on History Channel.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you so much, Liz Cavalier, for spending a few minutes on The Breakfast Club.
You're very welcome.
And we'll see her tonight, 9 o'clock on the History Channel. Liz Cavalier, Lucky Liz at 6:29.